Again, it's very simple. You only have to tap in different points. One is the top of your head. If you realize there is a little point right in the middle where it's kind of soft. If you touch it, it's kind of soft, and if you press it, it's tender. It's kind of tender, and that's where the different plates of our head kind of come together, because we have different plates in our head, or not plates, but like parts, and there is a point where they all come together, and it's right in the middle. So that's the first point that we tap. One, two, three. I mean, and the tapping is very gentle. It's with the tip of your fingers. The other point is the beginning of your eyebrows. So it's not the center. It's not the third eye, but it's more like the beginning of the eyebrows. Let me see. Get closer. The beginning of the eyebrows with the two fingers. The third point is on the temple, on the side of the eye. You know, the soft bit that feels really good when you massage. That bit. That's the other one. The fourth point is on the bone at the beginning, just under your eye. Just under your eye. That all can also be quite painful if you tap very hard, so be careful. The other point, the next point is under your nose. You know, we have a little bridge. Well, you cannot see mine because it's full of mustache. But for you, you can feel a little bridge just under your nose, and that's the other point. The tip of your chin, your collarbone, center of your heart, and under your arm. And you would say, well, why this point? Why there? Why not behind the ear or on your lower back or your elbow? I mean, why those points? And the reason we tap those points is because we are following the Chinese tradition or Chinese philosophy of the meridians of in the Chinese medicine. There is this belief, or I mean, obviously, it comes from thousands and thousands of years, that there are lines of energy that connect, that runs through our body, that connect our psyche with certain organs in our body. So, for example, when we tap the top of the head, we are actually tapping our stomach, and now we are tapping our intestines. And there, I mean, each point connects uh, with different organs. Now, each organ, that's another part, has a specific emotion connected to it. For example, and this is something that I really, really love. The liver, your liver, what it's here, it's the filter of toxins. Yes, and we know that. We know that the liver is the only organ that regenerates. That's why we can take as much shit as we want. And if we stop taking that shit, we get healthier. Because thank God our liver regenerates and continues to flush out all the toxins. However, emotionally, uh, it's where our anger and frustration generates or um, gathers, or if like a filter is where it stays, is where it gets concentrated. The intestines, all about absorption, is about feeling safe. So feelings of insecurity, feelings of not belonging, feelings of not being able to nurture yourself. Boom, it's all about the intestines. The stomach is about processing information. It's about understanding. It's about feeling that what you are getting is actually making you feel good. It's actually helping you. emotionally. Remember, we are talking about emotions. So when we are balanced and all our emotions are checked, we run very fluidly. Everything goes nice and easily. What we experienced yesterday doesn't affect us today, and we can continue our life with no problem. When we suffer and we have these traumas that get stuck in our system and we continue feeling shit for what happened yesterday or 10 years ago, then what emotionally or in the Chinese philosophy or science is that we are getting stuck. All that emotion is getting stuck. So when we tap these points, what we're doing is like going into the plumbing and allowing all that shit to run free. That is the image that I invite you to kind of get into your mind of what happens when you tap it. It's like you're flushing this thing to get any emotion released. Now, psychically in your mind, and this is quite magical, somehow the tapping, and it's all this that I'm saying, I challenge you to go into Google and confirm it for yourself. Don't believe me. Honestly, don't believe me. Go to Google and say, oh, really? So these meridians and this tapping, those actually connect with different organs and what what organs. Go and research. Honestly, you're gonna get fascinated by all this information, and there is so much. Um, Psychically, in terms of your nervous system, what happens to your nervous system when you tap is that you disconnect the fight, flight, and freeze response, which is the response that we are normally all in. We are all feel like we have to be at guard because something dangerous is about to happen. We have to be ready to charge. The other one is the run. Fuck, I don't know. I'm so scared that instead of fighting, I just want to run the other way. And the third response is being frozen in the moment. Like you don't know if it goes back, forward, nothing. You just stay there, totally frozen, not knowing what to do, and expecting the worst, building up the anxiety levels, and just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It never drops, and it's just chaos, and that's normally what leads us to addiction, what leads us to trying to escape the moment, fighting with all our families and friends. I mean, that is the response of the nervous system reaching up high levels of intensity. This tapping, I don't want to say get rid of it, but dilute, allows it to flow. And I want you to try it. I mean, as I said, don't believe me. I want you to try it. So that's what happens. I mean, the tapping is one part. The intention that we have as we tap is, although I'm feeling this emotion, I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally. Simple as that. And the thing is, you can uh, use this with anything. And I invite you, for example, right now to think about something that really bothers you. For example, self sabotage, um, self doubt, fear of something, uh, I don't know, discontent, whatever it is that really bothers you right now. Like, for example, in my case would be I feel guilty. I feel guilty for not being able to be as good as I think I should be. and feeling like I can never reach my own expectations of greatness because, for example, today I went to the gym and I go there and I have no energy and I have to come back and I felt so bad with myself. Uh, I mean, that's just to put an example. But
I
I
hear
invite
you.
you to.
I hear you.
That is big for me. Not
I'm
being
in
able
that
to
now.
reach.
Like, this is
Yes,
the energy of me right now.
not able to reach your own expectations of what you should be doing. That's
Yeah.
big.
Oh,
Guilty, shame,
yeah.
massive, massive, massive. What I mean, worrying what people think about us, thinking that they're thinking the worst.
Oh, completely. I've imagined whole storylines and everything of what people
I
think
mean,
about me, which is totally not real.
okay, now that you have that, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and begin to breathe into your stomach. Remember the breathing that we've been doing? Inhale through your nose and send the air all the way into your belly button. Expand and push out the belly button. And exhale through your nose. Push in the belly button and empty your lungs. So completely empty your lungs and inhale, expand as much as you can. Exhale, completely bring in your belly button and empty your lungs. Now, locate if you have the problem, if you have, for example, the situation like guilt, and you're breathing, inquire to yourself, ask yourself, where would that feeling be? If I can put it somewhere, where would that feeling be? Where would that emotion be? Where would that sensation or guilt be? And don't try to think it about it too much. Whatever the first thought that comes to your mind, in the top of your finger, in your, I don't know, in the shoulders, in the back of your head, whatever, doesn't really matter. And now the crucial part, in the scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate that emotion. Ask yourself, in the scale of 1 to 10, where is the guilt that I feel, whatever it is that you're feeling or you're connecting with. And here comes a very crucial piece of information. The very first number that appeared in your mind or that you thought about it, that is the one. Probably many numbers came after that because that is the work of the mind to doubt and to question and to change everything. But the very first one that you got was 3 or was 9 or was 10, doesn't matter. That is the number. And I want you to hold on to that number. Continue to breathe. And now we're going to start tapping. But I'm going to give you a new tapping point. And this is just for, as a start, the karate point. We're going to tap right on this bit of the palm. And it's called the karate point because exactly where you tap, if you were doing, I mean, that's where you that exactly, that is right in the middle of your thingy. And actually, if you tap it hard, it's quite painful. I mean, yeah, I never tapped hard to be honest. No. But it can be. So let's stop there and think about that situation that you were thinking about, that emotion that you were thinking about. Continue to breathe. Exhale. Relax your shoulders, relax the muscles of your face. Think about the number that you thought. And now repeat, either you can say it loudly with me or like a whisper or within your mind. And just repeat, say with me, this feeling that I'm feeling.
This feeling that I'm feeling.
Although I feel this feeling, I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally.
Oh, that's too long. Hang on, what?
Although I feel this feeling.
Yes, although I feel this feeling,
Although I feel this
Although I feel
feeling,
this feeling.
I love and accept myself
I love and
I
accept
love and accept
myself
myself
totally and unconditionally.
totally and
totally
unconditionally.
unconditionally.
Change hands and let's repeat the same thing. This feeling that I'm feeling,
This feeling
This
that I'm
feeling that I'm feeling.
how does this feeling feel for you? Try to describe that feeling. It feels really heavy. If I can feel it really, it bothers me. It's painful.
quite
This,
choking, I would say. Like choking on it, you know?
yeah, that's
Empty.
it. Empty, perfect. And just connect with the emotion. Connect with what makes you feel. Connect also where do you feel the most, and just accept it. I mean, we are accepting what it's already there, and then we can continue. This feeling that I'm feeling,
This
This
feeling
feeling that I'm feeling.
although I'm feeling this emotion, although I'm feeling this feeling,
although I'm
Although
feeling
I'm
this
feeling
feeling,
this emotion, and although I'm feeling this feeling,
I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally.
I
I
love
love and accept myself
totally
totally and unconditionally.
Good. Now let's go to the top of the head. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and again, let's repeat the same process. This feeling that I'm feeling,
This
This
feeling that
feeling that I'm feeling.
and connect with the feeling, connect with the emotion, connect with the situation, connect with the pain, the darkness, whatever it is. Although I feel this feeling, although I feel this pain, whatever it is,
Although I feel this feeling,
although I feel this pain,
I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally.
I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally.
I love and accept
Okay.
myself totally and unconditionally.
Last time we're gonna go onto the eyebrows. This is the last time we're gonna do this. Inhale deep. Exhale. This feeling that I'm feeling.
This
This
feeling
feeling that I'm feeling.
And connect with all the feelings that feeling makes you feel. Just feel it, connect it, and imagine the number that you thought originally. And as you are breathing and breathing out, just bring that number down to 0. Little by little, let's say that your number was 7. You breathe in, you see the 7 in the center of your mind, then you see a 6. And then you remember how, regardless of the feeling that you're feeling, you love and accept yourself totally and unconditionally. Let's move to the temple side, on the side of the eye. You continue to breathe, breathe out. And the same thing, you see the number that you were thinking is already one level down, and you bring it one number down once again. So if it was 7, now it's 6, now it turns into 5. You breathe in, you let go, and you remember that regardless of what you're feeling, regardless of the emotion that you thought at the beginning, you love and accept yourself totally and unconditionally. It doesn't matter what it is. Regardless of the emotion, you totally love and accept yourself. Now let's move to the under the eye and see the number coming down once again. Just imagine it. Just use the power of your imagination. If you cannot see the number, you can just think about it and think about that number turning into a lower one. And we're going to continue to breathe and relax the shoulders, relax the muscles of your face, and connect really with the second part of the intention, which is I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally. And let's move to the under the nose. And although we might still feel those feelings and they might still be there. And they might still haunt us for a while. It doesn't matter because you love and accept yourself totally and unconditionally and bring that number down. Just think about it and like erasing a number from a blackboard and just putting the next number on top of it. See it, feel it, make it happen in any way you can. Bring the next point to the tip of the chin. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and notice how different you begin to feel. Simply by the fact that regardless of the pain still there, regardless of the emotion still being there is something new. That is the understanding and the realization that it doesn't matter the pain, you love and accept yourself totally and unconditionally. And you know that the more you repeat it, the more you're going to believe it. You may not feel it right away, but this is a process of training your mind, and this is what we're doing. Let's move to the collarbone and feel the tock, 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 tock. It's like you're knocking a door because you're knocking a very tough bone there. And you breathe in, you breathe out, you relax, and you know that although you might still feel that pain, and although that pain may go very, very deep into your past, into your subconscious, into the many, many stories that you have given to yourself, although that pain still is very vivid in many, many ways, and it reflects in many parts of your body and in your life, although all that stuff is there, you love and accept yourself totally and unconditionally. And let's go to the heart. And I want you to say it to yourself. I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally. Imagine that you're knocking the door of your own heart. You're willing to open up. You're knocking, you're calling, you are making it happen. And just say it to yourself, I love and accept myself totally and unconditionally. And I hope that that number that you were thinking continues to go down. Just think about it, that if it was 7, turn into 5, and now it's probably a 3 or a 2, just because it's following the path, because you're saying something very positive to yourself. And this tapping is also quite relaxing, can be. And let's finish with under the arm. Take a deep breath in. And imagine that lifting the arm is like lifting a cover of a book or lifting the top of a bottle that you're the lid of a bottle. You're lifting and going deep into whatever is there that you've been trying to hide. And although you're feeling those feelings, you can bring that number down to 0 by the power of your imagination, the power of your thought, the power of your intention, just because you say so. That's it. As simple as that. Because you say so, that number can now turn into a 0. And relax, take a deep breath in, bring your hands onto your lap. Breathe out. That's as simple as it is. Now, all that we just did right now, imagine that happens automatically as we do Tapilini. In Tapilini, you don't have to say all these feelings that I'm feeling, and I see my number coming down, and I love and accept myself, and blah, 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 blah. Boom. All that is replaced by Guru Guru Wahe Guru Guru Ram Guru 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 Wahe Guru Guru Wahe Guru Guru, because that's the intention of the sound. That's the intention of the mantra that we're repeating. That is the magic of tapping. Now, I want you, and let's start. We want to start by you have an experience right now. You experience something. It might have been nothing, very, very little, very, very tiny. Your mind could have been, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing here? My back is hurting. I don't know what, whatever it is. You had an experience. Please share share that experience. What happened to you in this process? What did you feel, or what you didn't feel? Whatever it is.
Relaxed, I felt very relaxed.
So
Kind of got
relaxation
into
wasn't.
it didn't seem like I was, it felt so natural. It came naturally, you know? It didn't feel like, oh, I've got to do this kind of thing. It's like, why haven't I been doing this all along?
Oh, did you just have a telling off by your subconscious, Rhiannon? You just started ticking off, my lovely.
Question: did the number came down?
It came down, I got all the way to 0.
Was it easy? Was it visual? How
Mine was a chalkboard with a digital clock on it. So the
Okay,
numbers
cool.
came down like a digital clock, but it was on I'm saying a chalkboard. I don't know why I said chalkboard, but I think it was a chalkboard, so I'm sticking with chalkboard.
Lovely, lovely. And emotionally, did you had anything? I mean, did you
I just
feel
felt
anything?
everything. I just felt everything leaving. Things that I didn't actually know were in there.
Yes,
I've literally just like packed their bags and gone. So
that's
I'm
beautiful.
good. Yeah, I feel great.
Now, I want you to please record that in every cell of your body, in your mind, in your body. Remember that, because today was the very first time that you did this. Have you done tapping before?
No, I haven't done tapping. I've tried the chant, but I haven't done the
Yeah.
tapping. So this is the first time.
So this is the first time. From now on, as you practice and you begin to feel more and more defects, it's going to be like a snowball to the point where you can actually get to a moment when you can say, I'm in control of my emotions, regardless of what I'm feeling. I can sit with my discomfort, and if it's too difficult, if I have the bottle of wine and I'm about to fucking drink it, and I don't want to drink it because you know that if I take one, I will drink it all. And you are
that was me
you
2 years
are
ago.
and you are certain that you don't want to do it, but you don't want to throw it away because you can't. I mean, it's there, and you want the challenge, but you want to be able to control yourself.
Yeah.
That technique, this is what we did right now, and how we're gonna build it into Tapilini. It is that. It is the ability to be able to say, I can sit with a bottle of wine or a bottle of whatever right next to me, and it will be okay.
I own the wine. The wine doesn't own me.
I can be there. That's how powerful it can be. So thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, Rhiannon, for sharing and opening up to experience this. Anybody else
I struggled today.
with tell me about it.
I don't know. I'm in a. I know I'm in a position. I'm not. Well, position is the wrong word. I'm in a place
Yes.
where I am holding emotion like a baby a little bit because
Yes.
I'm feeling wounded.
Yes.
And one of my default settings is to hold on to the emotion because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being kind of like wanting everybody to know and wanting it to be a big thing, I suppose, because like, yeah, oh shit.
All right, you're in a safe space.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, working with our emotions does that.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm feeling, because I could feel how my back was hurting throughout, how my tops and my shoulders are hurting. I think I'm just very, very, very tense. And yeah, I'm finding it hard to release.
The
Mm.
number didn't come down
Yeah,
easily.
it did, I felt calmer.
It's okay. It's okay.
I felt calmer, but I didn't like, yeah. Feel stuck.
No, no, no. I think remember one thing also, Kath. You work through your emotions. You feel a lot more than most of us, uh, and that is it's like you have the toughest job than than the rest. So be kind. I mean, it is part of a process. You know it
Yeah.
works, and right now you have a lot. So
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's
it's just,
okay.
that's the thing sometimes with meditation with me. It likes to take me down a road when I'm like, oh, so this is what you've been avoiding because of this, and this. And then the realization of like just coming up to there that I am holding on to my emotions of anger or whatever because that's what I'm used to. It's an old behavior. And it's like, kind of like, when you punch yourself in the face, you that's how it feels. It feels as if I'm really kind of like trying to tell myself off. Yeah, I'm having a battle with it. It's like two polarizing magnets at the moment internally. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like they can't quite, but it'll come.
That's it from my perspective, and this is what I can share, and not only from what I'm saying, but what you have experienced before. This is where the discipline,
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot do it consciously. We cannot come to a peaceful understanding by simply rationalizing this. But when we do it through discipline and we sit every day, we do our tapping, we do our things, we do our yoga, we get stronger. It
I'm a
simply happens.
runner, right? I'm a runner, right? Which is
We
one
are
thing
all
I've
that.
really, no, I'm a massive runner. Anything, yeah, yeah. Yeah, run away from yeah, yeah. And I've been running away from myself.
I thought you meant like running exercise, and then I was going to go, no, you bloody
no.
not.
No, I'm a runner. No, I certainly ain't. I don't run nowhere, literally. But yeah, I am a runner in the sense of if my emotions are, I run.
Yes.
That is the flight response from
Yeah.
the nervous system. That builds up. I mean, you already felt it last year, as you said.
Yeah.
You have already felt it. You know that this works.
I know what's coming, and that's the thing. I think it's that's what gets me through. I mean, it's like I know that for me now, the next 3 months, it's going to be flipping hard because I literally have to step into my discipline. I have to step into my power. I have to back myself.
But that is not hard. That actually is going to make it easier
No, that's
because
what I
that
mean. This is what I mean. This will, get me to the point that I need to be. But yeah, sorry, I'm having a really time.
that's okay. That's okay. Do you want to take a little break for yourself?
No, I'm all right now. Yeah, just can't.
So?
Sorry.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, Kath. We're gonna step into the yoga very soon, and that will help you as well to kind of
Yeah.
get your mind clearer. Phil, do you want to share anything?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for sharing. You know, it takes a lot of courage to feel and to be sober, and something I haven't felt in many years, to be quite honest. But in terms of the tapping, yeah, I get angry with my lack of discipline. I get annoyed with that at times, and you know, after I got past focusing on the tapping, I did start to feel um, like in the kind of lower back, perhaps it's in the stomach area, maybe. It felt more like the back, in emotion there, and my number was 8, I would say, and gradually it came down to 4. It was very relaxing, and obviously it's the first time, but it was really good. Like, I'm glad I've been introduced to it.
Good. Thank you so much, Phil. Emotions can be very overwhelming, very overwhelming. The first step, I would say, into learning to manage them is to be able to be in front of them, and like you are doing, all of you, all of us, we are doing, be able to say, I can sit with it. I can sit with it. It might be painful, it's uncomfortable, difficult, but I can do it. So thank you so much, all of you. Thank you so much for opening up to this process and to allowing it to move on. So that is it of the talking.